Okay. Welcome to Miriam's Place. It's second Tuesday art night. It's a little quiet right now, but it's going to be bustling here shortly because we've got two amazing things for you tonight. We have Lilith Hickson, who is our painter and digital artist in-house, and it's come and be the artist yourself tonight. So we've got all kinds of paint and glue and string and paintbrushes and markers and whatever you can think of. We've got it so you can come and be the artist with us for our community art night. So I'll keep it simple and just go straight to the question. Hey, Lilith, tell us about yourself.
Well, I am a local artist, of course, usually specializing in digital art, but for the past couple of years, I've been sort of dabbling in more traditional mediums like watercolor and gouache and acrylic markers.
Nice.
To branch out.
All right, so we're going to start on this side of the room, and then we're going to walk around the room, and we're going to tell people about the pieces you have for us today. And you don't have to tell us what they're like. They can kind of see, but also or how you put them together.
All right, so this one specifically is based on a book I read 1 or 2 years ago called Chalice by Robin McKinley. And I very much enjoyed that and sort of imagery. You can't really see the bees on the cup, but there is like sort of bees sort of.
Okay.
I'm not sure how you describe it, but yeah, there's little bee motifs because that's the thing in that book. But that's what inspired that one.
Okay. And what we got here?
This one is a bit of an older piece, but I'm trying to remember exactly what inspired it. I guess just my love of bees and sort of strawberries.
Okay.
I thought it would be very cute to draw sort of bee fairy sort of thing.
Oh, okay. A bee fairy. That sounds nice. All right. Let's start up and then go down.
I don't actually remember what inspired this one, but this is an original character of mine who I just really liked at the time. So I said, why don't I draw her in a very nice way? And so that's what I did. But that one was done digitally a few years ago, and I still really enjoy it.
Okay.
And down here is some of the newer pieces. And let's start with this one.
Okay.
This one is sort of a not sequel, but sort of related to another painting that I did a few years ago. Not painting, but a digital art piece.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted to try something that was sort of neon, sort of, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it's got like sort of, because usually her hair is teal, but I said, what would it look like in sort of pinkish lighting? And that's what came to mind.
Nice.
And then we have something that was done fairly recently as well. Just sort of the idea is daydreaming. Well, of course, it says daydream right there, but sort of like a placid outside, and then inside your head is like swirling with ideas. That's sort of the idea going on here.
Okay.
I thought that was very striking as an idea. And then we have this one. I'm not sure what the inspiration was exactly. Just, I guess, maybe spring, but also I thought it would be a very interesting idea to have a character whose hair sort of goes all around like vines growing from a tree. And this is what I settled on.
Okay. All right.
Then we have another digital piece from a little bit ago. I don't remember what my inspiration for this one was, but I feel like it was vaguely Animal Crossing, like the nighttime music.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's very pleasant and sort of rainy, because I think it fits a certain vibe. And then we have something from last year, which is another 2 original characters from a story that's been swirling around in my head for a while. of basically a boy that was born on the moon and a girl that was born on Earth who moves to the moon.
Mhm.
And then that's basically what this representation is.
Okay.
And then we have another bee piece, but this time it's watercolors in the background. It's sort of down here, but also acrylic markers in the foreground because I thought that would make for a very interesting sort of focal points.
Okay.
Because usually when things get further away, they're lighter. So that's what basically represents the distance.
Okay.
And then this one was sort of inspired by a song, but also kind of an aesthetic, because I was mainly thinking sort of blue and sky.
Mhm.
So that's sort of what that is, just an open window and flowing curtains and just looking out. And then the next one is honestly pretty self-explanatory. I like lemons. I like the aesthetic of lemons.
Mhm.
And so I decided to do a bit of an experiment. I don't know if it's easy to see, like the sort of shading of the darker yellow around the edges. And then, of course, we have the lighter lines inside. But I thought it was fun sort of experiment of just painting lemons with acrylic marker.
Okay.
And here we have another oldie but a goodie. Another 2 original characters for a story idea that I had a while ago. Just, I guess, sort of an elf prince and then just a normal girl, but they're friends, basically. I thought that was a very cute idea. And then we have, the lighting is
Yeah,
very
the lighting
bad
is great in
because
this
the
space.
sun is like right there. But
There we go.
a little bit of an older, sort of original character, but one that's not sort of related to anything. Just a character that I like. And this one is a bit old, but I still like it a lot. Basically, I want to say almost a representation of the night, but also just, I don't know, just
Okay.
something very nice. And then this one, I think my inspiration was sort of just childlike wonder in a way. So like going through just sort of magical gate, but it was also an experiment with, I think, just using gouaches just to try and figure out how to paint with that. And I
Okay.
think that turned out pretty good. Then we have next 2.
Well, we still have 2 more on the other side.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we do. So this one, more Halloween themed, which is a bit out of season, but I still really like it. Basically, a black cat witch and a little black cat. It's a little hard to see the full forms, but yeah, I thought it was a very cute idea to sort of just.
Yep, these all look better in person, so I'm not a great cinematographer.
And then we have another thing based on an original idea of mine. Basically, still sort of in development, but Lucine and the Pumpkin, just the main character, and of course, the titular pumpkin, but there's a lot more to it that I won't totally go into,
Mhm.
but it's
Okay.
in progress.
All right.
And then we have, I think, one of my favorites from last year, sort of, it's a redraw of an older painting, and I thought that it would look really nice in watercolors, and I think it turned out fairly well. It was a little bit tricky to get some parts, but yeah, I like this result, and I hope everyone else does too.
All right.
And then lastly, we have another bit of an older piece, but I thought it was still really cute. A stool for Toad, who may or may not be a character for an idea in the future, but basically just a little elf girl sitting on a giant toadstool. I mean, it's sort of a pun. Stool for Toad, toadstool. So I thought that was very cute. And I thought it was worth showing again.
Okay, so we're going to just do one more walk around. Can you tell us about where they can get their hands on these pieces? Do you have a website or a social media that they can see your pieces?
I do. On most social media platforms, with a few exceptions, it's UFO, usually with an underscore or UFO art. So any cards are down here, actually. So there you go. I have a card and everything where all my social media is, and I also have an email.
Okay. So just so everybody knows, these pieces are here at Miriam's place until till the end of the month. So there's plenty of time to stop by and see these in person. Because like I told you, I'm not a cinematographer. I am just doing a live stream. So you get the gist of what you're seeing here. And obviously we'll be here till 7 o'clock tonight, and we've got plenty of paint and markers and other things so you can join us and color with us, create your own paintings, etc. Any final words, Lilith?
I guess just that it is very good to be back and show everyone my works, and I hope that if you drop by, that you'll enjoy your time either painting or just looking at the art here.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Lilith. And thank you for watching. We're going to go on a brief break while we wait for our musical entertainment, Prefab Soul, to show up and provide some music for us. But come on down. We'll be here for next couple hours. All right. Thank you, Lilith.
Now wait.
I need to find.
Will you be?
Hi.
I'm John.
I love the picture.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. How long have you been doing work?
Less than a year, but technically 2 years. But I started about I think mid to late 2025. So some of these paintings are similar to us, like that one. But stuff on the tables here.
I got some of these. Of the shirts.
It's pretty.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Look it up. It's amazing.
No, we've already got 2 people from the meetup here. Alright.
Well, then for we're attending, but we know, Amy last week, it was that I remember.
You just look really proud.
Yeah.
I already did though.
Oh.
I mean, we can do like a quickie, and she said people, so we can mock up something else. Yeah, let's do that. Let me see.
I didn't know what she wanted the footage for, like if she wanted me to get you out there. Nah.
And so I'm just looking, I'm saying.
Videos. She posts on the website.
And then I see. I have a recipe that I'm working on.
Yeah, she didn't make it clear what she wanted to do with it, but we might just save it for something else.
Myself for $10 for road. I wrote it in $10. Which is kind of right. I think the right one is. I wrote it in pencil. Which I don't think is legit. I really look at this. I think that's why we started so good. I was saying I can eat.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, so she just ate a bunch, but it's like. Oh, no. It's less than my water. Yeah. But it was right there by, really, the little, flat. We're here for that. I have a couple of. Why did you think to make it into a book? Oh. It's just a great way to love it. So fun. It's very artistic. Autistic. That's why. I didn't want to open it and not like it when I brought it here. It's Janet. And his sister gave me that for my birthday last July. It's in my fridge. So I brought it probably a month ago and nobody opened it. But that is going to be one. From one longer. Yeah, and my birthday is July, 8, 9 months. It's probably a cow. And it's, no, it's in the fridge. Not well. Oh, it's still good. I just got the dog went to the groomer. Dog went to the groomer, so I got to eat my breakfast. I just stared at it. It's very yummy to try. They're really good. They are. And they're filling. And they have brush on one side. No, I did. I'm not worried, but. They're great. She brought hers. That's fair. No, she had it. So one end is like a gnarly little, and the other one is like a brush. And here's the little thing, I know. But it's more you do. Doesn't it look like a cat? No, looks more like whatever. What number is this? I bought it to like that.
That was pretty good, but you know how like they always bottle that
So hot that I couldn't. Habanero. Translates into deadly chili. I'm like just. You do? I like it. But I never tried.
Yeah, that's where like just salt and vinegar.
Like
I know, I've worked. And honestly, when I made it yesterday, I didn't think I was bringing it, but I got much like
that's from making.
You gotta use the.
Where do you have to get these markers? Do you get do you get them at like a special place?
I don't know, I was gifted them for my birthday. No, she doesn't know.
Oh.
She doesn't know about the markers.
Like who gives potatoes for birthday? I would love potatoes for birthday. Potatoes and all. Yeah, potatoes and all.
When is your birthday?
September.
I'm moving every kind of potato. Food that you could have. Like what?
Mashed potatoes,
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed
french
potatoes.
fries, chips.
Yeah.
And so we got like.
I've been watching the yellow chips though. Just. I love them. Yeah, I did love when they had them like a month. Yeah, they just had a, it's just not. Did a special like wasabi and ginger. If I'd have known that, I would have bought a couple of them.
So
They only had them, oh my god, they're so good. They were so good. But they only had them for like a short period of time and we never had them again. So if I had eliminated making something in the love X, I didn't go buy a bunch. And your money is. I learned second from our show, the Bible here.
I know.
And so on one side it says,
Let's get crazy, what the heck? And then on the other side, it says, same picture, but it says, we don't make mistakes. I mean, we don't make. Dave, I love you, bro. Amish. He is so easy to fall into because you can't fall asleep.
I learned how to grow trees. But you learn how to grow trees.
Talk to
I think they like that therapy.
So it was industrial. Just actually.
Did I read about the book The Crying?
I don't know. Who likes to feel that?
No.
Me. But I went with.
What's her name? Your friend that does the same thing. The one that here at work. Well,
We still got this debate.
Lois? No, Lois. Yeah, her name. She recommended this book. Because she was like, what's the thing you can take that would guarantee you? And she's like, that's something else.
Oh, you mean specifically?
Correct.
Oh.
Now I'm reading a book about the Ayurveda. And then this tea, I recommended a book out of Korean and German and MLC. I bought flaxseed and. Yeah. No, that's what it says in the book. To go gradually, so I'm just getting through the book. It's not like you sit down and read the whole book. I'm just gonna. But if flaxseed is something else, psyllium is flaxseed, and so the teach me to flaxseed somewhere at night. I recommend. Yeah, but it's like powder, both powder, flaxseed and psyllium.
Yeah, you are like, myself.
Yeah, it's like, you're not. Yeah, I made a smoothie the other day, I brought it back, I just frozen it, and it was raspberry, but no, I can't, for blackberries. Blackberry seeds are awful. I barely got through it, I was like, I'm gonna do this, just, I'm gonna try to do the thing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But I won't do blackberry today, because the seeds are too much, they're stuck in your teeth like, oh, yeah, it's too much. It's chia seeds.
I couldn't do either. Did half an hour after I did a close. But it's amazing.
Adding all these other drinks, yeah, human, like put it in 4 or 5 cups of water, it's like oil and then let it sit, then drink it up the day. And I want to.
You mean your father, right?
Little old lady.
It's supposed to sign you for service for appointment.
Let's just sign it.
But it was still cool. I mean,
That's what I use for my, the candle thing when I gave it, the match pot.
the Mod Podge or the Gold.
That's what I made the candle with. What do I call it, match pot? Whatever.
So like
Requirements.
And I know you can create like. This is Mod Podge.
Mod Podge, that doesn't even have to be Mod Podge. That's what it is. I didn't have to be.
But the point
Right, the Delaware is for
Well, because I know it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, right here. Steve.
Maybe grew up.
Some guy keeps coming up and
It's algorithms that they know when you don't touch anything. And that's like.
But it's like a DJ mix.
yeah, guys go like this, makes it thing happen, and then there's different sections of the works. Depending on the stage, right? It's all.
Wow, we should.
We dropped out of school.
There's a guy in Seattle that I used to play the guitar. It was like almost just like the outline of the guitar. And I was like, I don't know, it was a PVC pipe. It was like a foam. I don't know what it was, but he could play that and it sounded like a piano. Like he could play the guitar and it sounded like it was like 3 or 4 people playing different instruments. It was really cool. It was amazing. Well, he had a foot pedal that did something, to the guitar sound, but it honestly, you watching him play, you're like, it sounds like Beethoven. He's very talented though. So it's
Very hard. Like trying to get on. And they just make up stories, and whoever the people are going to be walking by right then. Talented people pop in and start either rapping or seeing their face or. And they just
on Foxford Blue. Will that work?
Yeah, so it's gonna check it out. And then the pen part is there, you can stick out the doctor's
like,
Right.
because your fingers will have
looking like a brush. I had one that I must, that size, so I must have not cleaned it after the last use, so I had to throw it away. So
So what gets it out, right, you wanna know ahead of time. What gets it out is, Murphy's Will. The Murphy's Will in your water bucket.
Yeah.
It's that.
That's like the fourth time.
I know, it's paper, it's sticky.
I'm judging, I'm just judging.
Yeah.
Like 4 layers, it's not the coolest thing. It's like a refrigerator Joe's, it's.
Yeah.
But it was just a recycle response.
It's really cute, and she's never like this reminder.
You know, I'm just using up scraps.
Yeah.
So those are, you know,
That's not
burden, it's just something that look like a regular book.
Where'd you have a camera from? Does that mean everything?
That's kind of So at the moment, I'm just.
It covers everything. It covers
Yeah.
both.
It's all in the background. The thing about my question.
You can ask me.
It fit in like a. And it dries pretty fast. I've seen that.
Yes. Well, that's what that's for. And now I'm like thinking, but you know, like, I took over there because I really need like I can. Just finish looking at. How old is your daughter? Wait, 4. I know, all my kids look younger than they are. Like that's my friend too, 38. No, she's 34. But I had. I would have it either. Wow. Well, I don't know how old you are, just wear that mask. Yeah. Well, you had him young. Yeah, you were young, mama.
I'm thinking of
How was that age difference when you were?
Yeah, what, you're there, well, my, yeah, he's in the.
Wow. Were they both?
Well, because Ian doesn't bedroom, so he has his moments where he's a great brother, but then he has moments where they can't stand each other. Right? The middle one? Yeah, and they get along when they share joy. So, the whole family, we all love Sonic books in our house. My son,
They also.
when I first got all that house for. And, because I homeschooled them, a lot of them reading the story I did to get them into. So that they would read them. Well, you know, I actually thought them reading when they were in high school. I would motivate them with. And motivate. And I would get my, yeah, and you take a walk with the dog, like, here's the dog. It's you, yeah, for every time you use the bathroom, I'm gonna give you a sucker. Or a piece of candy. Now, you can eat the candy if you want to. But if you save the candy and give me back 5, I'll give you $1. Wow. So, and that's really, they caught up to $5 or $10, depending on the book that Barnes and Noble or one of them. Whenever we go to the bookstore every couple of weeks, and they could buy, basically, they had money. They could buy, so they would trade the candy for money to buy books. That's really smart. And so they started out reading before anything else, and then I realized that graphic novels were a great way to get them to read more richer stuff, right? So instead of just reading simple, you know, Grimm's fairy tales or whatever, other type stuff. This one here, when he was like 13, he was like, Mom, it's like, how was on my time, not by a subscription for probably spend if you're gonna read, but I give it a subscription for Marvel, and that's just something they get. Yes. Back in the old days. I know. Back in the olden days when we used to mail, but then he
he loved the heck out of Spider-Man. At the same time, he asked me if he could learn how to play guitar. And I was like, I'm gonna buy you this really cheap guitar, because if you don't play it, I'm not gonna be out reading the book. Well, he studied Spider-Man through the consoles. And he's learned how to play the guitar every single day for a year. So got himself graduated to two $200 guitars. And now he's playing and making music, right? And but then he started introducing me to graphic novels. And when I read real, I read actual books. No pictures, right? But he was sharing books with me that I hadn't heard of before. Adult books. I think the first one he gave me was a book by Nelson Mandela, his autobiography. But it was a graphic novel, and he specifically did that to inspire kids to read more literature there. And that's what inspired me to start giving my kids the same thing. So we would read those graphic novels, or I would buy them graphic novels. And then they got me into having right now. Well, no. So, but his first job, his very first job was as a sandwich maker at whatever it was, Subway, like Schlotsky, or something like that. There was used to be one downtown. And but his next job was Spider-Man. He would go hang out at the store in the Spider-Man costume. That's my hair. And then they hired him to work in the store after he was husband. And now he works at the comic store. So I'm like, this is a problem. I got a musician for a kid, and then I got a music artist for others.
I mean, I grew in here a singer, and they probably won't.
Thanks for children to not feel comfortable being it. My son Liam sings too, he never sings public, but sometimes because my bedroom is the common bathroom area, when he takes a shower at night, I'm like, who the heck was that? But I couldn't get him. I couldn't like actively get him to sing for me. Like,
There's videos when you just know it.
right.
That's what people do, right? They're like, oh my God, my sister in the shower this morning, like singing. Oh,
And I also kind of like the music.
where's everybody? It's like the lowest crowd I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Why they're there. Usually people are here like getting the food at 4:30.
Maybe that's what they're, he's so 13 years old.
I didn't know.
Or maybe you know Amy, she's the one that talked about glasses figured out. Well, glasses, helping your sight, with your animal, or helping your sight, will help improve your animal sight.
I met her last time she was here and she gave me her number and I think I gave her my card. But she said, I won't call you or reach out to you. And she like sent me like 4 emails. And I said you were. She said you were. Yeah, and so I was like kind of, that was kind of not. But if you say specifically, I will not, you know, even if like bombard you. Because I have 2 dogs. And she was like, oh, we should talk.
An old thing. That's right. It's funny, but.
No, I have to go get my glasses to do it when I stand. Is Cameron here? I think she, well, she wasn't here when I got here. Carl wasn't here when I got here at 4:15. She's actually almost here. Yeah, if she was here earlier. Yeah. Where's Bridget? She's here too.
Her name's Stephanie.
Love it, CJ. This one's good. I like this one. It's a little quieter. But just kind of.
We get comments over
Back
here.
here. Some good, not.
Yeah, this is, I don't know what this is. And so.
Well, this is considered lo-fi music.
Lo-fi.
Because it's like,
It's not really
it's
techno, it's
it's
not like.
not hip-hoppy techno, it's kind of low, kind of low, I don't know. It's like a low vibration house, but it's like.
Yeah, the green recommended for.
Yeah.
Spending on in the background.
Yeah, that's the kind of music I do. Just thinking, she had this, I have this thing that she made, it's 15 minutes, I was putting in the headphone, that's like drums, like, it's hard to describe it as a word, probably just like comes up one side, comes on the other side.
Makes it or kind of what we really.
But it's like by the end of it, it's like, we're amping. It's just like a low, it's not like drums, it's just a boom, 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 boom. Very meditative. Yeah, I usually do like light drum with raindrops, yeah, frogs, protein. Too bad dogs are more artists. You make them really funny. Yeah. She, all of a block away, she's like, Mom, she's out the front door barking. I'm like, there's no dog out there. It's like 10 or 20 seconds later. They don't even know these things. They're not even barking. I know they're hearing it, but even if the dog's not barking, it's just walking by on a leash with its human, and I'm like, why are you barking at it?
They're potentially like, could be like the collar dingling against something.
Oh,
That'll hear.
that's true. See, I don't have, they have like this, like, like an ID tag, but it's not on their collar, it's like a metal, because I can't, oh my God, pretty much they walk from my house. I would lose my mind if I had to listen to those tags, and they don't need to wear their rabies tag. They have 8 tags on their collars, so they need their name, my name. So then one day though, now when I go to PC Behavioral Health, I have a 12-year-old golden therapy. Yeah, almost 5. We're gonna have a party. But she's a therapy dog, so we go to PC Behavioral Health and visit the kids every Wednesday. Which is hard for me, but it's very cool for the kids. I don't know why he goes in the health facility, but that's not why I'm there. But anyway, one day I was there and I left her collar on, and this kid's like, oh, you live at 615. And that's all she said for the whole rest of the hour. You live at 615. Now we go in, I take her collar off and her leash off. Because she just, it's a locked facility, she can't go anywhere, so we go in the unit and I just let her off, like she runs around the kids, and I'm like, holy shit, I didn't even think about that. This kid, that's just fixated on it. Oh, well, that's good to know.
Or you might want to visit her one.
Yeah, good to know, right? I mean, if you never repeat, you know she memorized it by the end of the hour. No one has showed up at Mojo, thankfully. We have a couple of kids I wanted to kidnap. One kidnapped. They've been there for like 5 weeks. I can't find anyone.
That's as long as you.
They'd have to go to like Nebraska.
Are we done today? And is that in?
And that came out alright.
It's like.
What?
And that came out alright.
Oh,
It's, yeah.
but
Once they're there, like, you know what's there normally more than like a week, every Wednesday, we don't know if it's the same day, right? But sometimes it's the same. Actually, last year, respectfully, I said, well, I never see you guys. So I say that jokingly to the last one, and then leave them like, I hope I never see you. I don't say this, but we've seen it.
Whenever you have too many veggies, we'll have.
And I can't ask that question, you know,
What's your whatever you do.
and then, yeah, so, it's tough.
Count on me. Just no tomatoes. No
They're all
tomatoes.
sitting sometimes, because I just let her off leash, like, as soon as I get into the unit, we're locked. She'll get it online with the, you post the meeting? Yeah. Danielle did. Oh, nice. I'm Desiree. What's the next Awesome experience, place. Thank you. Our artist is in there right here.
That really quick, but it's the community art night, so are you with me? No. And, absolutely, and that way we can.
No, he was, so she sent out a new note with the peanut butter. He showed up.
Alright, so it's community art night tonight, so you're part of this, we got rocks, we got paper, we got paint, we got. Food in my basement. So it's something that, you know, very admirable. I don't remember that. So that's why we invite them to either share their work or share their creativity. They're like, everybody to see the art. Well, this is all the art that's hanging up is art by the artist, Lilith Hickson. And, the artist is Lilith Hickson, she's in there. Hold on, let me get you the art.
Tonight we're making stuff too.
No,
We don't usually, of course.
Yeah.
a lot of us are art.
Yep, a lot of us are art. That's okay.
You're all kinds of things.
Well, this is my, for,
Or this little, everything on the wall, fashioned out of recycled bottle from Trader Joe's.
I could not eat these cookies. And it's got honey milk, all the, if you follow me this way, I'll.
And then I just put it together with, so there's good sections of the book.
Yeah.
Like, you have story to it?
Not yet, I'm putting in the background. So,
You know, the theory of the story to it.
And,
yep, I just kind of let it go. And the good thing about Mod thickens the, I've been around much before. Yeah.
I'm glad. I love it.
So, I mean, there will be, there always is, or does always involve. Show here, I will, you know, I'm a practitioner here. Well, I think that was really good. Oh, and I, like, Alana, so I help here and now, and so, yeah, I didn't know that. But I'm also an artist, and so I get to show you something. And so I do a lot of, jumping around for things.
What do you like to paint? I try to do watercolor, it always looks like crap.
Yeah,
Why?
right, and I used to always discount it because I was making those. Right. So I used to always discount it, but then it turns out I just didn't have to set. And then also it turns out more keyboard.
And hot press or cold press?
What I do love about it is that it makes very little less. And you just take it out and just grab it. I know, so you have 5 minutes in there and then there and it's very you have your panel and you know, that's really good on, you know, paper that won't see through it or more. You know, then you can just anything and then it dries in like a minute. And you know, that's the thing too, is like when you're using other mediums, you have to wait. Or make it dry, you know, you can need to make that fence.
Do you try to pastel?
I have,
I think you wear pastel.
I have tried pastel. The thing I don't like about it is, especially the chocolate one, I don't like that sensation. I remember one part of that. Scratchy. Yeah, it's like, is it wax?
No, it's that chalky.
It's that chocolate.
Your favorite one? I did that today.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, if you have your phone, I'll give you my card.
I do have a peek on me, a peek on me.
Yeah, alright, hang on to my arm. You have your phone up. Open up your camera. Yeah, so then it asks for information. You don't have to give me your information. If you don't want to, you just click around it. If you want to, look them back to my phone. It's just a way of connection. Yep.
This would be my information.
Right.
Okay, yeah. And I'll put Miriam's place to see it.
Right. What's cool about this app is that whatever information you put on it, if you update it, it actually goes to everybody's phone and updates. So let's say you move or you change your phone number or whatever, you do it and it pops it out. It gives you the website, it gives you all the things.
Connect. Oh, I have to.
If you're gonna connect. So, alright, save. So now you have me. You've got call me, text me, my website, your Facebook, a little bit about what I do. Okay, don't take it. It's like the kind of some of my stuff. A little bit all of that with me. I do dog training. I have to give myself money for dog training. Yeah, well, minimum bed.
I've seen a lot of many.
These are some of my favorites.
That's real.
What these are, you guys actually would probably really appreciate the thing that you do. It's reflective consciousness.
Yeah.
They tell me what they're working on, what's important to them, all that kind of stuff. And I do. This one's got a clock of her birth. She very much, she was very much into chameleons. She wanted to have that sort of innate tooling kind of feel to it. These are all personal things that she works. So her like and the music and whatever. They can be whatever. Yeah. And there's always intertwined stuff in there. And then I explain what they are. Another one I made for my brother. I love doing stuff for like that for people because it's so like symbolic.
So you're going to be here.
This is straight pen and ink. This gentleman actually had me do this in 3 days about that, and it's huge. And he went to Germany and had somebody tattoo his shoulder with silver. And what's cool about this one is so that all this is like spirit guy, right? He wanted to see out but not have people see in. He wanted a window to the heart. There's his time of birth. For him, everything points north, so everything else is inner. He's a writer, so I use the keys as quills as to take flight because he's a writer. And then he wanted to be connected to the earth but not stuck there. So that's why he's got one in, one out. What else was on there? I forget what else is in there, but I thought it was so cool. He could not find a tattoo artist here who would even willing to touch it. Yeah, like an internal, but it's oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's his work, like that's one I'll never sell. That's one, because it's
Yeah, I mean, when you get that, then that.
yeah, it took me all 3 of those days.
Oh, I bet.
So happy.
Did you have those 6,000 in like the witch?
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard. Yeah, I use it for my dog training.
Then you get like, it used to be, what was it, this year?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
You sold to it and I went back. And so now you have to take it and one.
So I've got these different things. Oh, yeah. That's actually me. This is off of the set that I made for a whole carousel thing, and then I actually had one of those 3D pens, and I made an action film and sold that one. And then I ended up cutting out the pieces because it just still low.
Are you using like,
It's great, like, micro, what you call it? Micro. But it's not film. No, it's. It's like a ball pit, but it's not a ball. I love doing these. When I was a teacher, I made these 3 for my students to choose from. They were sending them out to the troops. So they could write, they wanted to write. They could do their own picture or they could use that one, you know, in class. But I have a lot of that stuff, so. Well, now you have it on in your contacts. So you can just go to contacts. Yeah. Now we're in pastel. That one's a therapist's office. That one's at a dance studio.
I did have them turned down. I'm not certain.
That was the turtle, the big tortoise in a
Yeah, they're like,
the Denver Aquarium. That was a custom piece for someone. I mean, on my own. And that wasn't anybody in particular. Yep, and those are kind of all pastels. That one I gave to our rabbi. Black paper.
My friend lives up here from here. She said you can use pastel on. Wait.
was based on
Like, if it's pastel. That I haven't
Paul
down. And they are oil. I mean, can be,
I could see that working with weight.
yeah, and then she gave me like, just this like, wait, yeah. I haven't tried it yet, but if it sounds fine.
Now, you said.
Yeah, sure.
You know, and so, but that chalky, I just.
I do with paintbrushes mostly. So I'll put it on there and then I'll go back with a paintbrush and do it
Because
with the
these are
pastel.
very big part of the stories, then having character.
So I don't have to have a lot of, you know, although it gets on your hands, I think.
I think that's what it
Honey,
would
each person who has.
Either that or using a Q-tip. Cause it's, I've had a friend who does that, he likes to grind it and then use the Q-tip.
And what type of,
to make it into a kind of. But not liquid activated, not,
No,
just drop.
Also a little bit of.
it's talented, because she goes far with it. But yeah, I do, I love photography, like it's one of my favorites from Thailand.
and so do you do a lot of,
Yeah, you know.
is a lot of the work inspired by the?
Yeah, that's like lying down Buddha.
Others are inspired by
Pretty
movies, songs,
Pet photography,
that I enjoy.
different things.
So when you do your,
Yeah.
you would just go with that.
Okay. I actually just moved into a new place and it's got a beautiful sunroom that I use as my room space or my evaluation space. So it's okay. It's all shown way dog training. Because it's a dog that I named him.
There's not you.
I mean,
It's like. Right?
I would love to get back into the uniform. But like I came out tonight.
We do, we're always looking for this, everybody already. Yeah, so Desiree or myself, and I kind of agree to.
I am,
And Amy, of course, so anybody we know, like this one. Luckily, we can draw from within Marion's place, but ideally, we might feature either someone who's never shown, or somebody who hasn't shown in a long time, or somebody who shows regular, whatever.
Besides meetup, how do you guys advertise?
I got it. You gotta ask them, right? I bowed out of even owning a computer. I do not own a computer. So, I don't know nothing about,
do.
well, I own that. There's plenty of things I do not want to do on that little tiny screen.
Fair.
So, as far as social media and all that kind of stuff, that's right. I just support, I live pretty much right now. So,
2 miles from here.
okay, so you're in that too. So, yeah, so I can help you, my artists setting up.
Someone said that you guys also do body work.
Multiple times. So, that's pretty interesting. Okay. Do you know what the month? Right. So it's, a network of crazy channels that are trying to pull, the toxins from the extremities and the exposure, to outside body, out of the tissues, out of the tendons, out of. So if that system gets blocked, or if the nose gets blocked, or coagulated in their custody, then you'll have fluid building in that area, and then you're dead. So Amy doing that is the word of that. And craniosacral massage, which is effectively similar, but it's trying to get the spine. So get that communication happening, basically it's whole this spine and the spinal fluid.
Wonder if that would help.
She's been out a long time, she's really incredibly intuitive. And so she just gets right in there, like, I don't know what happened here.
Well, it's like right there.
Yeah.
They threatened to try to get me to do surgery like 3 times. I'm like, no, I'm not doing surgery.
Which out.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I'm curious.
I really So yeah, that she would be able to help too then, and it's likely not something just here.
Right. No, it's okay.
And it's something that, that's maybe probably been there a long time.
Yep.
It's ready to start.
I feel like it's actually something this particular that they got. I don't think it was that bad before I did the injections into the spine and stuff. So I did that before, and I actually had to do it like 8 places on my back, and I like, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's still in severe pain all the time. Different.
So then do you take?
But I tried. I don't have the medicine. But they tried to put it in here, and as soon as they did it, it felt like square, and it hasn't gone away. Yeah. It's like this patch that just is in pain. And I went back to them and I was like, I think you guys screwed something up, which they don't like. And
No, we didn't, we should put in more, and I'm like, you messed it up, why would I let you do more?
No, they didn't have any, response to it, like sometimes that don't do.
They were like, oh, it'll go away, I'm like, it's been 3 months, it's not going to work. Now it's been longer.
Okay.
It's been a lot longer.
Well, whatever it is, whenever it does release, it might not be great.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, having the support for that, what I love about AV too is it teaches you how to do, especially on the place of free,
Right.
any place you can read, she shows you how to do it. And then once you experience the sensation of that food swelling and happening, that experience with that sensation, then, and you know how to do it for yourself, it's so effective on the daily, But then what I love too is when she gets to a place where, okay, you need some actual structural realignment. She knows what needs to happen. But she can't do it. She's not a pilot. So then she's got a really good guy that she refers to, and I see it. He's not in this practice, but he's in the whatever circle. And
I'd be intrigued to talk to another shadow. I had one mess me up pretty bad.
Yeah, and he's good about not doing too much snappy,
That's what that guy did, and I thought I could fly. I thought I was paralyzed. Snap at.
they're not into it. He uses a lot of kinesiology.
Yeah.
And so then we all here, we're all looking at that same instrument for that or whatever. So yeah, when she reaches that point where she knows what needs to happen, but can't, legally do it, then she replays that. And then what else do we have? We have just some really good close rings. Like kind of really great. Back here. And then we have thread fauna. We have it's a full foot.
What?
Yes. So it's using the treatment for and it's like like the to 6 inches of to and wants to make it and then harmonize the figures. So it's quick. It's like 8 minutes on one side and 8 minutes on the other. You just lay in a chair. You don't even need it. You just lay there. And it's really powerful and it gets into all the fluids of the body, kind of restructures the molecular structure of all your fluids. So there can be a big mark with that for the next 24 48 hours or so. But then you come out of it feeling like, oh, okay, now we've got something else. Whether it be in the gut or wherever the ailment is. Let's see, then we have. They're all up there. Then we have what I do, which supports the expediting the elimination of the back end. So once we stir out all this stuff, we don't want it to be dirty. And have it circulate again through the kidneys and again through everything, the lymph, or into the fat cells, just bury itself. So is it locked?
Oh, you better go open the door.
I don't think it's locked.
How's your interview go? Yeah? What? Oh, yeah. Are you gonna do the whole thing?
I have to see if I can remedy the door being locked or not.
What?
Oh, I said I need to remedy if I can remedy the door being locked or not.
Is it actually locked? Was it actually locked? Oh.
But we can. I can.
Yeah. I just hope it got locked.
Kelly. A little bit. What are you working on? No, I haven't. I should say we got an hour. Oh, you're doing your collage stuff? Yeah, I just brought what I'm working on. I love it. You art every day. And this is not mine. This is the same one Desiree brought. I happen to bring mine too. She has a couple things. Is this the same count as yours? See, I have the smaller one, I have the 48. Oh, no, thank you. I think yours is a 70. Yeah, same. That's way cooler. I know. Well, thanks to Lilith, she turned us on to this and I love it. I think they're way cool. Have you had a chance to try the spray?
No,
Charcoal or anything?
I have not, but I was just.
Someday.
I was just saying with this guy that's sitting here, and he does pastel a lot.
Oh, nice.
And I asked him if he knew about that. We've never heard.
Okay.
So then the question was, then the question was, is it aided? Is it aided?
I ate it.
Aided like that, and then it aided.
Yeah. I'm the one that has the suede mat board and do pastels. Well, suede mat board's expensive, you know, to bring with it, but I worked at Hobby Lobby, so they threw all this out and I collected it. So I have bags of it. They used to also take their custom made frames and if you did the measurements wrong, they cracked them on the floor and throw them in the dumpsters. And I go, what are you doing? What a waste. Oh, I know. I said, I would buy those. And so they started saving them and then I would buy them. And then later, years later, I went in, started selling them in like lyrics. I'm like, well, yeah, do that. Cause what, you know, it's,
So is it oil pastel or any?
well, the chalky pastel. I've never tried oil on it. Mine works. Colored pencils look good on it too. Yeah. I mean, it's not as vivid as a white piece of paper, but it's just the suede. It's kind of a cool texture. I think the chalk really, the suede fiber really picks up the chalk. Yeah, you do. Just have fun with it. Yeah.
Lynn's an artist too, but I don't know why she's not.
I don't do stuff.
Oh, okay. She doesn't do.
I went to college for it. I don't know, mother did. Yeah, well, I went to Fort Lewis and had a lot of fun and like I was telling Donna who, you know, is an accountant and very anal and precise and that's the right personality to be an accountant. I said, listen, I have an art degree and it took me 7 years. And they had to tell me, you have enough credits to graduate. Because I was having to get out of there. Yeah.
I did that once with my bar, I already paid off. And I kept making payments, and I got a bunch of money back.
Oh, no, she left.
Oh, what's up?
Did you go to school for an art?
Oh, sure, I'll check it out.
I have taken classes, but they weren't graded through classes, I've just taken one.
Oh, you smoke like, oh, cool.
Hopefully it's not something. It was kind of weird though.
Well, it sounds cool.
I didn't
Okay,
know I had any talent until I found out that Earth Grandmother was an artist.
I will check
I
it
think
out.
it should be.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I meant to talk to you, but I was wrapped up, so. Okay.
Apparently I got her now.
All right, let's do it. Bye-bye.
I think her, I do art similar to her, you know, you get into something and then you're like, I'm bored, then you find something else, like that, and it's hard and heavy, and then something else. She used to be an extreme, she would be like, I wanna learn, I don't know, Japanese silk printing, right? So she'd go to Japan, and she'd be gone for 6 months.
And come back and like, all right, now what? Okay, that must be nice.
Yeah, really into that. Then I always make sure the lights are off.
So it's kind of fun, but I didn't know I had any talent, so this neighbor was doing something, I was like, let me try. They're like, oh, you have a talent, it's like, oh, that's cool.
Everybody does if they try. It's just people get so caught up in saying I'm not an artist. But I guess it might be the same exact, then what I take that back. It might be the exact same thing as saying I'm not a math person.
Okay.
I'm not a math person.
I'm not bad.
You're not a math person. Or counting. Or anything.
I don't like math, but I really like geometry.
Things that are finite answers.
One of my favorite things to teach kids was geometry day. And it was second grade, and we went into the art room, they had just learned all about shapes, they all had a piece of paper, and they said, all right, go in, find your shape. And there was a kid, she came back, she's shaking, like, what's wrong, what's going on? She's like, oh my God, you're not gonna believe this. I thought it was Hackett car. I was like, no, you didn't. Yes, I did, we made the kiln. Kiln was a good God. I was like, are you sure? Well, everybody could have drawn that out. Oh my God. And then we went out to the playground and they had to find it all there. Kind of a neat way for kids to have a different understanding of why is this even important? Why do I care? Exactly. And then I taught them how to play pool because that's another way of teaching, you know, momentum and pick up. Well, yeah, but we're in the geometry of it all. You get it here, where's it going? All of that kind of stuff. Man, my principal really looked at me funny. What are you doing? We're playing pool, don't play. They're not betting, it's fine.
That's funny, it reflects what my 11-year-old niece, Skylar, who lives in Kansas, said to me on the phone the other day. She said, you know, I think I'm gonna drop out after 5th grade. Because she's dead serious. She's like, she's got this plan. She doesn't even know anything more. She goes, I really don't need to know. And who really needs to know? I should. Right. Right. So, but I'm sure there are programs and
Okay, so what's your plan?
right.
Wait, where
I said, what are you gonna
plan?
do? What I said was, well, you know, we've all been in high school all this time. We know him. They finish. I know, no, I think she'd stopped listening by that time. She's 11. I know.
What does she like?
Oh, she's a rock star. She's a total social butterfly.
So, if you want to be, are you saying rock star, like she wants to be a
Yeah,
influencer?
yeah. And she is.
She's got to have all the knowledge to be the influencer. The correct influencer to follow. If you don't have the knowledge, you can't do that. But no one's going to believe you. They're like, oh, that person's full of crap. That's how I would feel. There's and what do you want to influence people to do? Do you want them to have good morals? Do you want them to be able to change? Do you want them to, what do you want them to do? Because if you do something that you want them to be able to do, you have to master it first. And the only way you can do that is by going through all this fundamental stuff to pick up what you want to do. I was a teacher for 6 months, so.
Of what grade? Of what grade?
All the elementary.
I think that would be the idea. But I can
I don't have kids, so I could be
I don't have kids. You don't have to have kids to do kids.
I think, yeah, I think that, the further away you are from that, you know, action better.
I would say you can get. I don't know if ideas for it to stay better.
Yeah, a broader, that's the right term, a broader. You're not so, narrow focused on things. You know, you're not like, could you just do what I told you?
So my favorite part about teaching was seeing the kids question things. So like second grade was my favorite grade because their brain started opening. They started like asking questions and doing things to piss off their parents, unintentionally. Like when I told them that all newspapers are written at a second grade level and you shouldn't have any trouble reading them, they all mouth hit the table. I'm like, heck yeah, you can. I said, do you know why they do that? No, because not everybody's educated enough to read and follow the local paper. So they actually will stop the writers if they get too wordy or they get too verbose or they get whatever. They have to keep it at third grade tops reading. And then their parents flip out. How dare you teach our child that they can read any newspaper better than me? They didn't say better than you, they just said you're not equal. What you get from the newspaper.
Were you teaching during COVID then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
teaching. I'm teaching like on.
I was teaching kindergarten on COVID. Oh yeah.
She was in kindergarten. School. Yeah, and luckily my sis, her mom could work from home. She said she go there and she was sitting there with her laptop at the desk, and then she got her little workstation, and she was just multitasking, waiting to wait, until the next thing was due on. This is in Kansas, Kansas. So then when she went to first grade, she was already ahead. She was held back a year with the age thing. Yeah. So how was it when you were teaching?
Oh God. You try to control 35 kindergartners on a freaking Zoom call. And you're going, Johnny, put away the TV. I can see the reply. Lily, get back here. You cannot go and do whatever you're gonna do. Hey, get the dog to go away. Come on, we're doing this right now.
Yeah, she was super focused. She wanted to go to school, and she was disappointed, and she wasn't going to just go see with friends and such be social.
School is good.
Yeah.
School is a necessity. We have good teachers, and unfortunately, we're losing those because of bad acting.
I did my early shoes.
It's man. I don't even think it helped. I think it made it. Yeah. I would say the teacher if it had been for the actors. The kids are great. The parents were doable. I could work with that. The admin does.
And that was the errands.
Springs, Houston, Galveston, different places. Yeah.
Let's face it, the new ones are already connected to the.
Yeah, but is that what they need?
Yeah.
To be plugged in all the time? No.
Well, they don't know.
You miss, I don't need a computer. I want the kids to be completely plugged in.
He did in 1970, she did it in 2000.
Kids need to play, need to get out, need to do things.
Oh,
These are great.
Oh, yeah, she definitely. But I mean, as far as like the acceleration through, what takes 12 years of present to get through 12th grade, doesn't have to.
Not that it take that long. And our system is not perfect. By no means. It's the big problem I have with our system currently is statistics. And it's like statistics. So that's where they do the big standardized tests and stress out on the kids. And, you know your kids don't have to.
I remember taking that test now. I was like, I was like,
That's a lot of how schools get. That's how they get funded.
Yeah.
The worse they do, that's what they get, which is backwards. Because the worse they do, the more help they need. But, I mean, I got yelled at for teaching a history lesson rather than out of level with third graders. I was like, no, they don't have level. It's not necessary. We don't need to waste our time. Then I got disciplined for telling a parent that you don't have to have your kids together. People don't know that day, and they can do nothing about it. There's nothing that says they have to be discussed. Now we were told to tell the kids, like kids who didn't speak English first language, stuff like that. Oh yeah, you can take your kids to school. It's good. Oh. Why? Because it hurts their sports. But I told the kids and the parents, or I told the parents and the kids who were doing well. And I just got beat out. You're not supposed to do that. You can't just tell them not to bring their kids. I was like, no, they're required by law to do this. And I said, no, or not, because it's true. No, you're not buying it.
no, we can't do that.
Can't lie to them.
Right.
That's what I said, but she meant students, but and they're gonna have a family vacation. I would rather say kid on vacation and write than do the state testing and stress and stuff that. There's no reason for it. It doesn't help that much. It doesn't synchronize right. It's just a money tactic for the government. But it is.
It's not the same. So I think that's to that.
What is that stuff there?
That's just
Either.
not only that,
Well, there.
but all, yeah. So
I mean, there are ones that are better.
but it's gonna take, it's gonna take. Figure out however faster. It's to.
I hope that it works. I sincerely do, because you can tell people are not, they don't think the same you. They don't, well, let's. I want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little bit removed from that part, like, but the time people come in parents, meditate, thinking about,
Right.
they hydrate, they, pay attention to their stress levels, work-life balance to figure it out, to figure out, so by the time I start, usually.
But you're older about, generally older people, I would think. I don't know, kids too?
Not kids. No, not younger than.
I was thinking more the children.
No, they need to definitely. No, I've had a few where the parent, the parents is getting get up and talk through it calmly. They just trying to take care of things. So the parent had already made so it's not like a traumatizing. But it's but no, I get all age groups. In fact, I would say over the last years, 20% more. Definitely, people crazy months. angry. If you're constantly, or over, like that. But no, once the whole thing and just asking, the whole thing on to really body nutrition, once that, and then, the TikTok. So, there's so much we can do about it that's positive that I feel complications. If that is one of the, first questions to, screen out any. I'm gonna. Do you have all your questions? Do you have any diagnosis? No, I'm just doing this friends. I'm just doing this friends. They told me you're doing it. And like, right on. So you figure that out when you're 20s, like 40s or 50s. When that world would say, maybe you should go get a colonoscopy to see if there's something going on. Well, yeah, you're gonna eat cheese and McDonald's and everything for 30 years. There's probably something wrong. So I have noticed that trying to change in the past. Like I said, about half a decade, maybe a little bit more. It is good. Some days, it also nice too is how they kind of magnetize to each other. Some days it's all that. I'm like, interesting. Yeah, I would never, so, well, and two, I get the ones that are, here's the artist that showed last month. And she made the cutest little sculptures of all kinds, but I fell in love with Space Next. I've been watching part of this thing. And so I was like, Marty, you have to make more space, and you have to make more space. So she's got 3 of them now, and I get to pick one. But all of her stuff is for the work. She's great. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, just like that. Oh, and I just always trust that the qualified buyers. I don't want everybody to have and there are only 4 of us in town. So, telling me so much. I want to bring up the spring. I was gonna say I get the ones that are prepping for the colonoscopy. The prepping for that is so violent. It's just incredibly violent. There's a whole bunch of ways to try to figure all that out that with faculty that gave it in 24 hours. It's just a long time.
Yes.
So it was, I could get through it somehow, but I'm gonna push it back to. So some have gotten savvy. Yeah, figuring it out. They can use. And I also do a lot of young living essential oils. So I write about the plant medicine. Reiki. Counseling, that
Jack of all trades.
yeah, it's nice to have a feeling of that they're caregiver for elderly people that are still at home. It's nice to have other things to do as well. Enough about me.
Hey, boss.
Hey.
Are you closing up shop?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a brush with a tip. Like this one. I have no idea what I'm doing. That would be a big $40. I'm just trying to find a tip.
Sounds like life.
If you didn't have to eat, I'm sure it would work for
Yeah. I enjoy cooking too. I cooked everything. Five tacos today. I did it with elk rather than turkey.
There is, you know,
You get from the frozen case that.
No, this is elk. I get it through
We
something.
get venison too. Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Nice.
It gives me a little less.
That's superior, isn't it?
Pretty nice. But I had some ground and I was like, hey, what do you do with this? It's pretty good. Put in a little of that Thai free.
And then you made tacos out of corn or flour?
Yeah, I got that tortilla. I could.
And it was corn or flour?
Corn. They were for corn. I've actually found a really good recipe. It's kind of a hack for me. So now you're not into this technology thing, but it's called meal life. And what's cool about it is you pick the recipes that you like and say like this one, steak tacos. This one's steak tacos with strawberry salsa and goat. So it tells you all the ingredients, it tells you the cookware, it gives you the instructions. Then you can take the things you want and say groceries, and it turns it all into a grocery list. And it keeps me better on track for what I should be buying versus what looks good at that moment.
Right, and just getting groceries, because you're not gonna get lost. But find out stuff in
Right. And I tend to eat better. I this one is the cottage cheese with peaches, blueberries, and maple syrup. Kind of stuff. It's really cheap with oats or something. You can also snapshot recipes and put it in there. You can take the internet, put them in there. You can change how many of your servings. You have 4 people, 2 people, whatever. So it'll change all the ingredient numbers for your groceries, which is nice. And you can add whatever you want on your grocery list. The beauty by toilet paper, it. So similar to that, it has a funny for you. You got all your groceries.
my gosh.
I think those are some of my favorites. They're pretty healthy overall.
It looks like it. That's great.
Yeah, most of them are.
Variety.
I haven't found anything more than a 30-minute make. Sometimes they're 15, 16, but nothing more than 30 minutes.
You watch a lot of food porn now?
I like food porn. I haven't watched it in a while.
Well, a lot of it is 24/7.
Is what?
On 24/7 on road.
Oh,
It's definitely there. You watch them. Rich, right? Just kind of stuff that you probably find out so much. But then on YouTube, there's reviewers, these favorite going crazy and getting all kinds of followers. So you're gonna go and invest whatever's in NYC and they'll go like very, check out the hype around this environment things, whatever. It's just so fun to watch people eat. Oh my god.
I like the techniques that could.
Yeah, then you like American.
Yeah.
They test, yeah, they test the recipes like.
Beating Bobby Flay. One of my favorites.
I love it. It's been at it. But I want to watch the video too. That's the thing. So, a lot of times I get cooking it, you don't actually sit down and eat it. Like, just eat it.
I just wonder what happens to all the extras out of these shows.
I know, it must go to the. Oh, you mean the extra food?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Go. Hi. Are you still working on your book? Just sitting here. Have a good evening.
That's a good question. Yes, I don't know if that's.
Yeah, just get it done. Keep looking at it like, are you done? You done? Right, done. Or, no, I'm not done, go away, come back later.
Somebody thinks that I anchor them and then, I put them where they're gonna live. And then I keep looking at it. I should do this on that, let's do that on this, or, Then I do something else to it, which I don't usually regret. I do.
Every once in a while, this starts.
Yeah.
Like
you ruin
the
paper, Yeah.
It no longer, it will no longer hold the medium. You're.
That's why we like pass that, change it up, picture, we'll change things up, but it's mostly there. Hey, how are ya? Hey.
Nice to meet you, I'm Amy.
Hi, Andy.
You're not drawing on the tablecloth?
I've just been talking mostly, I'm just trying to meet people and.
Hanging out. You can join us.
Please join us. That one's calling your name. They really want you to bring it out.
There's probably other pieces of it. See, and
Yeah,
somewhere there's. Like birds.
some of them still are.
Some are birds. There's a kitty. Yeah. Well, join us. Because you're not scared. I didn't know you were still here. Who you are?
Yeah, nice for now.
Here's another, and I don't like that, but this was a free coloring book.
You keep showing me apps that don't like.
That's cool though.
Yeah, that one's supposed to be valid
It
colors.
stays on. It's kind of fun, yeah, I would think so. I haven't tried. That's one of my favorite. That's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
They have very minimal interruptions. It never interrupts your coloring. Sometimes it'll physically. But then you can just pick out what you want. Colors, and they add new ones all the time. It's completely free. Really useful on lemons and stuff too, or if you're just bored and you get kind of nice red, like red. I don't think
Yeah.
And then she's look like, statements.
Oh, probably. I created this like relaxation room or something.
This is what happens during your day. Oh, they may be the same. And there's people in that, but you want, or somebody filling in a different role, that's the yard when you.
Oh.
You get it right.
Yeah.
Even like if I have a. And, everybody's coming there.
They're actually. Nope, they're not, they're actually taps. So I've got tapestries all the way around the room. Got a here, and two mattresses, so
Twin plays on B. Got over here. Got a ceiling with projector things. So you've got lights, the sound. And I've got a space for some yoga.
Yeah, for the very end.
That's for the tapestries.
I don't like that this now. He created it for next generation.
Yeah.
This thing. And it's.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Nice. Are those painted ceilings or is that fabric?
No, that's actually.
Oh, really? That is cool.
So you've got like night sky going, you've got twinkling lights, you've got all the tapestries like windows around it. And I've got a little massage chair, and here's like where I do my yoga stuff, and then bedtime is in my couch kind of idea. Oh yes. And then when you turn on those lights, you get some of this. It's a basement. So
Doing a quick rock. But she's got them over there.
she challenged you to hear her to like, her this thing.
Quick rock.
Oh, you got.
They're markers. No, they're acrylic markers.
This is
I already
the
saw
mat that I came up with for the yoga mat kind of idea.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And I should the carpet up in 2 minutes.
And they're like.
I like to, but I don't care.
What is it?
Timu.
Oh, I've never ordered from there, but it's inexpensive, isn't it?
Oh, so cheap. But a lot of it is still good. Like you have to be careful. You have to read it and know what you're getting. But if you read it, there's not a problem.
So we're. You're not. Are they over there or are
These, they're amazing.
Try it. You liked it. Oh, wow. And.
Yeah, one of you must do care. That's gotta be a thing. Who does it?
I don't, but I know, but my sister does it. I love getting the reading mail.
I know nothing about tarot, so I started eating things up. It matched really well. Isn't that funny? Oh yeah, absolutely in that order. You said your sister reads it or does tarot?
She does, yes. She's been doing it for years.
Here's the example of the ones that I made.
Oh, you made your own cards. I love it. Good for you.
But like I was telling her, I had no experience with tarot. I just sort of looked up what I needed and then made all of it and then went back to see if it matched what everybody said it should.
Oh, that's cool.
Most of it did, pretty close.
We had an artist, a couple months ago, who did her whole collage on the tarot card.
Okay.
It was and I said, this will pretty much show would make a really good book.
Bats have the tree of life in one form or another.
Oh, right,
They're all
yeah.
different.
That's cool. How fun.
And I used to.
You know what my son did when he was little, and you're probably ready for.
I was just thinking about your son when he was like 8 years.
Yeah, Pokemon cards, they make their.
Oh, I'm not that age group.
Okay, how old are you?
45.
Okay, yeah, he's 34, so.
I appreciate it, but no, not my age group.
Okay.
No.
It goes whichever way you want.
Yeah, I just lay it there because it doesn't fit.
But they're saying, this is a left hand. Like it's.
I'm a lefty.
What do you mean, you're not this?
Lefty? Oh, okay.
He's on.
I didn't know Rock had left or right, but I
I didn't either. I didn't know either. The first one that picked up that left.
That's funny.
Brendan,
The key is don't get such a little rock. I got a pretty little rock. It's yellow. Yeah.
You have my cards for the next meeting.
And these two greens look very different. They look about the same on the rock, don't you? Actually, they look like place. Yeah. They just didn't mix that color. Yeah. You can actually have oh, there they are. Yeah. It's a whole other. Colors. Yeah.
I just smile. Most of the guys I know have see my phones over there. A lot of the guys I know have them.
Yes.
They have a lot of them. They really do.
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Start getting dark colors, so, yeah.
So never painted on such a light rock.
Remember Sophie Calvin?
No.
She was the lady that.
Who's a friend of yours?
She
I remember you talking about a sofa.
her gallery, and she used to do her quilts and her carvings on cedar.
Oh, nice.
I lost contact with her.
Was she older?
Yeah, I can tell you how old she is, because she was 10 years younger than me. She'd be 86.
Well, I hope she's okay.
Bye, lady.
See you next month, hopefully.
Her, they were both born on the 29th of, they were on the 9th year of the decade. So you would always know how old they were. If they're close, either the 9th or the 10th. Because if it's 1926 down, okay, so he would be 86 and my mom would be 96. You know, because, you know, easy to remember their birthday, how old they were. I can't ever remember what I am. They're very expensive.
No, they're not. I have the 48. And they're really good. I like
They would be
it.
like 100.
I know. And it's also a case that has. I don't think you need. What,
It's nice to have colors for
yeah. They probably have more shimmery stuff, the more colors you get. But Lilith, the artist, is the one who turns it on. She did the researched it, ordered it from Amazon, and then I just fell in love with them. We got Kelly some for her birthday. Are these yours? No, I don't know. I think these are Desiree and Lilith. Kelly has the same set.
Where's Tyrone? Like, it's still pretty. A little frustrating, not satisfying, but I did okay with it. You're really 15. Colors were great. I was working on this bird and with ink, black ink, and then I was gonna go and put color in it. That pen that I was using, you wet it all black, washes away. So
Oh,
I'm glad that I didn't touch the water. I did a tap. I spent
Nothing,
Guys got me.
Sorry, dear. I got to start cleaning up.
I get early. Basically, we've had quite the whole class and the instructor. Very difficult. The gym got voted out and we were told that they were they've already eliminated 8 in one class. And they were saying that they were eliminating the other 2. And all of us started emailing and doing surveys. Finally, they dropped it. They said, don't worry, we're not giving your class. Well,
Which class?
Zumba,
Oh,
feel better, but very good. Because at the end of the survey, we said, oh, we're gonna keep the class, thanks for taking your survey. And it'll be like long-term, as long as you bring people in.
oh, so you're making you.
I don't.
Yeah, I guess sometimes the rock tells you what to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I could give it like years, make it totally, I believe it. Stop, it's like a bird. Give it a year. Year to anything you can start. It's a kind of, ring teal, letter, not letter, I mean, it's
Glimmer is like, yeah. Yeah,
with the tail that is like stripes.
yeah, that is a
ring.
ring.
Run.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very cool.
Okay, this is weird. I'll work on it. Oh, yeah, I want to show you that page, but maybe I'll stop.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know I don't go up, I thought they would go down.
It doesn't do that there. You're welcome. Great.
Yeah, like I said, I'm thinking they for next year.
Oh, I was that.
Oh, he said, I'm like 15. No, I don't know.
So trying hard not to eat. Oh. I don't know, potato chip bitch. Don't think I'm gonna have that anymore.
That's not what we did that all the time, because if you dug it up, or, you know, anything,
Well, I can't say that for sure. Steve, is this become a meetup?
Yes.
We can call it. Did it become a meetup? We claimed it.
It's the one we're posting it on Meetup so people can come out, especially. Yeah, and do that. Most of the time, it's just come and chat.
Not used to be. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
It's gonna keep on happening. Yeah, and Lower is still a bit harder because he doesn't have a lot of people coming to there.
It's better. I asked to do you have the Atrium Gallery? Used to go there. And we did try his coffee shop, that's bring our sketch dads.
Hey, that's.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I like to paint it, I had painted for a long time, getting back into it, yeah. Well, paint.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's the hardest game you can possibly play with anywhere. So, yeah, so now I'm going. Yeah. Is that a free game? Yeah, that actually is free. They already pretty both of that. So the one, I can say, the one is like 40 years. The gal that kind of organized it had a big stage, and I was very attached to her. And I was, doing a project that I should have been paid with what I was doing, and I realized I was doing it. And I was just stuck together. So my friend, she left. I miss her. And so she lost about art. Yeah, there's a lot of nice things. So I like my this. I know people, they're still. Very nice. But you're already starting. So you should put it out. Right, like this. I know they've done it. To work here also, you're just.
Someone had a therapist, I did phonics, so I tell people things about, okay.
And what's here, so it's nice. And I moved into this building. Right at home. Well, right at home. It's a good way to remember, starting at 2-0, then it's either. Well, and two, everybody was so scared of getting stuff. Not anything. Oh, there are. Yeah, what? It's funny, I'm not, the colors that are on me are not ones I was using. I didn't use these colors. I know.